some candy. Welcome to my home. Watch your step. I wouldn't want you to break a bone, but if you do, you can borrow one of mine. Welcome to my stylish haunted home. I can't take all the credit for its trendy appeal. The maniacal banshee in the closet deserves some praise.
Hey, and welcome back, everybody, to our
Hello.
Monday stream. As you can see, we have special guests that I'm sure most of you guys already know. Raun and Kassy from Weeping Willow Paranormal.
Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
How's it going up in Canada tonight?
Good. It's finally cool. It
know.
was 15 degrees Celsius, which is like, I don't know, 50 something probably.
15 to Celsius is about 40, about 45.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I don't know that math.
Sadly, I have to know how to.
Yeah,
It's
but
usually you just it's like 2.3, I think, different that you add times 2.3.
I have no idea. I used to know, I'm sure, but that's like that information got kicked out of the hard drive a long time ago because I don't really have a use for it.
No.
Oh boy,
Military time's another one. I have
that one's easy though.
that not everybody. No, that's hard for a lot of people
Just
doing
subtract
military
12.
time. But I have to do it because one, my daughter, but two, with what I do, some doctors like it that way, some don't. So
Yep.
So what have you guys been up to? What have you guys been doing?
We started investigating again. So we did have an investigation I went because Ron couldn't, but last week, was it? Hold on. 26th of September we went.
Oh, okay.
And then we have another one lined up for November 2nd up near Windsor. And then we have another one in Woodstock, which is about 2 hours from us. Woodstock, Ontario, not the U.S.
Oh, okay.
I've been to Woodstock, Ontario.
Have you?
I have.
Been?
I have when I was in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, that's such an obscure place. I'm like,
Yeah.
why were you?
It was like kind of my aunt. I would go traveling with my aunt and uncle. We'd go to Canada in the summertime for like 3-4 weeks. And we happened because I thought it was fine. Like, well, that's Woodstock. And they're like, no, it's totally different. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. It's like farmland. Like, it's nothing much up that way. Yeah. So we have an investigation there on November 9th. So we've got some stuff in the pipelines. And then we just released an episode on Thursday. So, yeah, we've been pretty busy with that. Ron has this channel. It's up and going.
I noticed. I saw shots were fired.
I saw some nice grill in there.
Yeah, he did the 18-hour brisket. So before we go on, let me just welcome to everybody that's watching. So Fantastique was here at 2:09 p.m. So Fantastique was first in the chat at 2:09. Wisdom, I'm pretty sure at 6:37 thought he was going to beat her, but he didn't. He was second. So hello Fantastique, hello Wisdom, PNC Paranormal, hello Dragon Ranger, hello Steph. Let's see who else we got in here. Hello Carla, hello Caroline. Mrs. Boo is in here. Mike O, how are you? Dawson
stepped out. He'll be back.
Oh, Dawson. I'll talk about that in a few minutes. So Dawson, how's it going? Mike O. Candy Sevens joining us tonight. Thank you, Candy. How are you?
Don't stop already.
I got to get way down to the bottom already. So, well, Yummy Donuts in the house. How are you? Julie R. Hello. Betty Hanks. Getting there. We're close.
It's like I let you keep up to this, get through this, and then I catch up.
If you see any that I missed, shout them out.
Dragon Ranger. Did you say
I said Dragon Ranger. Yep. Hello, Dragon Ranger again. We're almost there, guys. I promise. Sorry, this is awkward. Faith, hello, how are you? Thanks for joining. Pharaoh Gothcal is in the house. I talked to her a little bit this week. We're going to set up an interview with her from the Collingwood. She was on our show or in the chat last week, and she works at the Collingwood. That's that building
cool.
I told you guys about.
Yeah.
And then
Well, that's cool.
Twin Paranormal went there and didn't invite me. I'm still a little butthurt about that.
Well, they didn't invite Mountain.
Yeah. Foxfire, how are you? Okay, we're down at the bottom. Okay, good. Got all that taken care of. So yeah, I noticed Ron started the barbecue channel. Are you gonna is that gonna be a weekly thing, every couple weeks, or just whenever?
I mean, I'm actually quite surprised the attention that one episode has gotten, the amount of views. I was like, what was it, like 315
Yeah, I haven't looked recently.
views or something on that now?
That's
I haven't been played a week.
Yeah.
So
the fire has been lit.
Yeah.
So he's.
I'm inspired.
So
there's lots that I could think about.
Yeah.
To
do.
I just have to kind of coordinate because Kassy does the videoing and
editing.
And so, but I mean,
you could get a tripod if Kassy's not available.
Yeah, I think I might have. Well, we do have a tripod.
I mean, I use my phone for this, but I think I'll upgrade it to our camera.
Yeah.
It just was kind of like in that moment of like,
yeah.
let's get filming. Grab my camera or grab my phone, just because it's, you know what I mean. It's a little bit easier that way.
Yep. Hey Amber, how are you?
Better with the camera. So
Yeah, it was fun though. I enjoyed making the video, and I basically wung it. There was no I just kind of went with the ebb and flow of barbecuing in a bacon suit, and yeah. So
I was laughing. There's a part when he did the floppy thing. Guys, you have to watch it. I was holding my phone and looking away and just trying not to be loud laughing, but it was it killed me.
Yeah. Yep. And Kassy's like, you should have had a bad boy counter, because I don't know. I said I didn't even realize it till I watched the video. I said bad boy a lot.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know if that's going to be a thing for my channel, saying bad boy. But yeah, it was pretty funny.
Do you watch a lot of barbecue channels?
So the funny thing is, whenever I barbecue something or I don't know what I'm doing, I will kind of go on YouTube and be like, oh, and I'll kind of watch something along the lines to kind of see. But me doing this channel, what I want to get out of it is just making it entertainment and fun.
Yep.
I don't want it to be it can be instructional per se, but I want it to be more entertainment and fun. You know?
Yep.
It's not your average barbecue channel. Let's put it that way, right? There's barbecue, and there is instructions on what I'm doing, but I want to make it fun.
Yeah.
So, and I think I achieved that.
Yeah, it was fun. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We had Faith has a question. Ron, did you get your passport renewed so you can come venture back in the United States?
Shoot, no, I have not yet, but
you have to.
Yeah.
Well,
just cross illegally. They do it all the time.
Right? I didn't realize my passport was expired.
Yeah, you definitely want to find that out before you come here.
Yeah.
So, is it hard to? Although I imagine where you guys live, kind of close to the border, it's got to be fairly easy for you guys to just go back and forth, right? I mean,
yeah. I mean, before COVID, we would come over here for get gas, get groceries. I mean, the exchange rate kind of stops us a bit now because it's so high.
Well, put it this way: you go to Buffalo and you want chicken wings, you're paying the same price for chicken wings in the States as what you would pay here in Canada. So it's expensive. It is expensive.
Yeah, and groceries, I'll because we go to Tops. I don't know if you guys go to Tops.
No.
Okay. So we'll go to Tops, and that used to be the cheap grocery store. And you go there, and you'd be like, oh, you could buy tons of stuff for cheap. And now it's it's exact same price as Canadian.
It's at par.
But but not really, because it's more expensive because it's U.S.
The only thing worth buying in the States, alcohol.
Beer is cheaper.
Beer and liquor, that's cheap.
And gas.
Is that legal to bring back?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't.
You're allowed, I believe, you basically claim it, and sometimes they might charge you duty, and sometimes they don't. But you're allowed to bring a case of beer with back with per person. So like if me and Kassy were in the car, I could buy 2 cases of beer.
Yeah.
And probably won't be charged.
And
because a case of beer in the States is like $18-20. A case of beer in Canada, you're looking at $54-55. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's for like the cheaper beer.
That's for the cheap, like
That's Coors Light or something like that.
Yeah, Coors Light, you're looking at for a 30-pack of cans. If you buy like a 30-pack of cans, you're almost $60 Canadian.
Holy cow. That is crazy. That's why you guys are pretty much sober.
Yeah.
Although you got the Crown Royal going for you up there.
Yeah, we got Crown Royal. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Crown Royal.
You like Crown Royal? Hey, that's in
it.
Windsor, eh? The Crown Royal distillery is in Windsor, Ontario.
I
didn't even know that.
Yep.
I can be there in less than an hour.
There you go.
We'll
meet up. We should meet up one day, Jeff. We'll just say, you going to the distillery? Let's go.
That's a drive for you though. That's
4 hours.
4 hours. It's not bad.
Well, actually, we're gonna be over there November 2nd.
How are you?
Yeah, that's
And you
when we're
don't
going
have your
to
passport.
Amherstburg.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! I don't have my passport
Jeff's
either.
in the same boat. He doesn't have his.
We'll just go stand on the. We'll just go stand
at the border.
Yeah, we'll just stand on the border and just hand it back and forth over the line.
We'll stand at the new that new Gordie Howe bridge that they built.
Yeah.
Hey.
We'll be like, did you ever see that dog video where the 2 dogs are yelling at each other? What the hell did they say? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
What's your name?
Oh.
Fuck you. They're yelling back. I don't know. I forgot it, but it was a popular one for a while. I think it was Yummy Donut wanted to know, what's the name of your channel?
Oh, the name of my channel?
Yeah.
Canadian Bacon Backyard Barbecue.
Okay. So I'm sure at some point maybe Candy can throw that link in there and people can go check it out because it's fun to watch. Yeah, Dawson was right. It's Ezekiel. The one dog goes, "What's your name?" And the other one, Ezekiel. Fuck you, Ezekiel. It's funny. But yeah, that could be us at the border. So I gotta shout out to Dawson. He gave me I've been like, so I mean, you guys make paranormal investigation videos all the time. I don't. I'm used to making reaction ones and things like that. So I'm working on an investigation video right now. And I'm like, I was struggling. Like, what do you put in? What do you leave out? Because no one wants to sit there and watch just a camera, follow the guy doing the walkthrough for 20 minutes around, and Dawson gave me a really, really cool tip that like inspired me. And now I'm back into it and having fun. And I'm a whole lot happier with it since I'm using his tip. So thank you, Dawson, for that. I see you're in the chat. Cree, how are you? Yeah. So, I mean, when you guys, though, when you investigate, you pretty much show everything you film, don't you?
Pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, the only time I ever cut out stuff is like just like if it's dead space or if we're like setting up or something. Yeah. So like I know that people like, I've never done this. I wouldn't know how logistically they even do this because I'm not like that organized. Yeah. But like basically how my episode lays out is how we investigated. So it's like I just drop the files one after another. I know people might go jump around when they put together their videos, but I literally just start at the intro and I literally each file so I can keep track. Okay, it's file 1, 2, whatever. You know what I mean? So it's easy for me to know where things are because I wouldn't know how to do it otherwise. Yeah,
I'm one obstacle I'm having a hard time, which I'm going to learn either tonight or tomorrow after the show. But is I usually have at least 2 cameras going on pretty much everything. So doing that multicam thing, I've never done that before. So I've got to learn how to do that camera syncing and all that stuff, and editing back and forth between the two. Because I do like to do a lot of cuts. Obviously, if there's something that I'm going to consider, like interesting or evidence or anything like that, I'm going to play, without cutting a whole lot. That part. Yeah. Otherwise you're going to get debunkers screaming at you. Which I would never ever have a problem sending, raw videos to people if they really thought it was something good. So.
Yeah.
Yep. But is that is that kind of how you've done it? You've just self-taught, watch YouTube videos?
Yeah, I've because like I use Filmora X for editing because I looked at other one. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been DaVinci or something. And I was like, I looked at that when I first started 3.5 years ago, before I started my channel, or I was starting my channel, and I went, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to figure this out. I was like, this is no way. So then I did more, watched on YouTube, and it was like Filmora X, and it's really, to me, Filmora is pretty self-explanatory. Like I just basically click things and I'm like hover over. I'm like, oh, that's what that does. Oh, that's what it does. And I just do it that. I'm like self like that's weird. But then if there's something specifically, like for example, I don't do this often, but say if I need like a circle on like something that pop up. I think might have done that once. And I YouTube how to create a circle and have it track. You know what I mean? Even though I didn't do that great. But like the stuff that kind of stuff I don't know how to do. I'll just YouTube it, but otherwise I just play around in the system and. But I keep it really basic. Like
she makes it look pretty simple. Yeah. It's easy when you edit. Like.
Oh, okay.
Like what? She'll be editing her episode or whatever, and I'll come walking in, and she's at the computer, and she's like, to me, it just looks like she's just basically watching the footage that we filmed, and like. Oh, okay. And
that sounded weird. I'll boost the audio or whatever.
So to me, I'm like, oh, this looks. I mean, you got to spend
hours
of watching all the footage, but she breaks it down to a sense of, like, she makes it look easy. I know it's not, but she makes it look easy, guys. I'm sure as my channel goes along, I will eventually delve into the whole editing and possibly editing my own videos.
I just taught him how to forward emails, so this will be a big deal.
Ron, we're like in the same boat because I watched him do the audio, doing the editing and that, and I'm like, there's no way. And I think that's why there's really not a lot of stuff on the Mrs. Boo page on YouTube because I don't want to have to do all that stuff. So.
It's a lot of work. It's time and energy, right?
I have a hard time trying to make sure I remember to put all the posts up on Instagram, Facebook, TikToks, all that stuff.
I can't even keep track of my Instagram. I just noticed, like, I just updated my Instagram post. Like, I changed the information on it because it's like I'm a father of 5, married for like 15 years. I'm like, wait a minute, I've been married longer than that. You know, like. Change that information. I was just like, wow, you know, because it used to be. Remember my Instagram page used to be that oil guy or whatever. So now it's Canadian Bacon, but so now really, if you know my channel takes off, I can kind of like I don't even know what like use Instagram like.
Well, yours is a personal. I have two, so I have like my personal Instagram, and then I have my.
I don't know if I could have two. That's just too much.
I have with Willow, but
my personal stuff gets neglected anymore because everything. My one daughter, she actually, if she's gonna send me anything through Instagram, she sends it to the Boo page and not. She knows I don't answer the Instagram on there. I'm a little bit better on Facebook on my own, but then TikTok, I'm probably starting to get to be more on the Boo page than I am my own page. But the only reason we have it set up that I have 2 of everything is when I got hacked. So everything kind of this way we have a backup really quick that we can flip everything to if we have to. So because we lost our first Facebook page.
Oh wow.
And so we lost everything.
Page for Canadian Bacon.
Probably should. Should
I do that?
Yeah, you should. And then share your YouTube videos to it. I always like, don't upload your video to Facebook. Share the YouTube link. Then all the views go through YouTube. Then, did I see a question back there that I missed or not? Boy, we got a lot more people in here that I didn't say hi to. I apologize. I haven't been paying attention to chat. It's really hard to watch the chat when you're, especially.
That's
when
why I try to pay attention to the chat for you.
I'm bad.
But I try paying attention to it, but then he tries paying, and it's like, don't, just let me do it, and you'll get through it.
We'll try. So Spooky says, I'm starting my channel with one of my children's old Chromebooks. I'm looking for what editing software, etc. is best, but I might just use my app. Actually, iMovie, I mean, Dawson, I think you said you had Mac stuff. I think iMovie is actually for basic editing. That's a free program that comes with Apple stuff, unless it doesn't anymore. I don't know. Hey, Ian, how are you?
MacBooks are going to be on sale.
But I think that's a pretty good, video editing thing. Did she bite you?
No,
No.
she pushed her head into my hand, which hit the chair.
She doesn't.
Oh.
She's very.
bite. She is.
Oh
such
no,
a
she
good
doesn't bite.
girl.
She like just pushed me into the.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
likes attention. And if you stop
Yeah.
petting her, she gets
I
nudgy.
have one on
Hey, Rooster, how are you?
the other side of me that keeps scratching me. So you probably keep hearing me say stop.
Yeah,
because
one's-
he's like dinging at me. I'm like, stop.
One's pouting and one's poking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they Dawson did confirm that iMovie is pretty easy. And good. So there you go. I would probably start with that one. There's some advice I guess I would give is don't unless you're really, really planning on doing some crazy wild stuff with special effects, you really don't need to buy anything. There's so much. The free version of DaVinci is freaking awesome. So you really don't even have to pay money for good editing software anymore. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I think sometime I'd like to do I don't know if Joe's a member or not, but a members only sometime of me editing. And I hope Joe is watching so that maybe he'll jump out a window or something. Because I'm sure the way I do it, he'll be like, "You're an idiot. You are totally doing that wrong. You're stupid."
Oh my goodness.
I think Dragon Ranger, look up Cyberlink Power Director. I think they have a free version that you can use on an Android, but I'm not positive. We're Apple people in this house, at least the phones.
Yeah. Well, we but computer wise, we're not on MacBooks, but
No.
my daughter has everything Mac. Well, my daughter and my nephew, they both have everything Mac, like MacBooks, everything's Apple. And I just see how easy it's for her to move from one thing to the next. But even at work, they ask you when you first start, do you want Mac or do you want Micro or do you want whatever? And it's like, well, she's like, I want Apple all the way. So everything's Apple. So
Yeah.
Yep. Are you guys? So do you guys use StreamYard?
Yes, but we don't pay for it. I did used to pay for it, and I stopped. And then now I hear that they're upping the price.
Yep.
And it's $44 US. So that's like almost $60 Canadian.
It went from $20 a month to $44.95 a month, and so this will probably be our last StreamYard stream. I'm going to look into Streamlabs or something like that because I'm not paying. I mean, I go live, 4 times a month. That's over $10 a show. It's not worth it.
And
everything's getting so stupid.
Are you able to use it for free though? Or no? Oh, you still can use it for free.
Yeah, I think they still have a free version, but it puts their logo on it, and there's a lot of things that I'm used to doing that you can't do with the free version. In the storage, because you get 50 hours of storage with the paid version.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's just to double it like that, more than double. That's just, I don't know. I think they're going to lose a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yep. So you said, can you talk about where you're going next? Or do you guys keep secrets like?
No, we're not the secret type.
We have to here in the States.
So we're the one on November 2nd is a museum, like an art museum, but it's also it's an old train museum, or a train. Oh my gosh, what's it called?
Train station.
Train station. Thank you. So that's going to be in Amherstburg. So
I'm excited about that one because I love trains and I love history.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm big on that.
Yeah. So we were invited along by another Canadian team. I'm trying to think of what their team on YouTube is. I know her name. She's not I don't know if she's watching. I'm sorry if you're watching. I'm blanking out for some reason. So we were invited along. So that's on November 2nd. And then we're going into Woodstock. We're going to Wade Manor. It's a guy who owns this house that collects
It's kind of cool.
Like creepy memorabilia.
Yeah.
Like serial killer stuff and all this different things. And other teams have gone there. And I'm really curious to see if Like, you know what I mean? So I'm curious to go. Like, there's not been many people investigated there before. So, and it's kind of cool because it's only 2 hours from us. So it's not like it's not crazy. And it's not overly expensive either. I think it's like $75 an hour.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like not really decent. I mean, we were just at the museum in Nell's Manor, $100 for 5 hours.
Yeah.
It was like so cheap. And I was like, is this real?
I was kind of bummed that we get to make that one.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, these places are expensive, or can be. So when you come across one that's cheap, every once in a while, it's a treasure.
Well, it's and that's the thing about like the so when the big ticket places, like big names like Waverly Hills or Ohio State Reformatory or like all these places, they know they're big ticket, so they're going to charge big prices, right?
Yep, they'll charge what they can get, and they're getting it.
It's fun to find locations that are just as interesting, but low key and at a better price.
Yeah.
Like, so it's cool to like just kind of look into that, and because there's places everywhere. Like you don't have to go to those big ticket places. Like sure it might boost whatever. Like it's because it's a famous place. More people are apt to look at your channel or look at that episode. Yep. But in the long haul, I think what I appreciate with what Kassy does is she's all about just here it is. Yep. There's no like funny editing. There's no playing with this or playing with that. There's no adding this to make it interesting, right? This is what we do, and
I don't even put music over it.
You know what I mean? Like it's sure it could be boring or whatever, but it's still interesting.
Yeah.
You know, a lot might not happen.
Thank you.
But I'm just like that. But that's what Whipping Willow is. You know, like it's here it is.
And I mean, it's yes, you want things to happen, but it's refreshing to see that there's a lot more channels now that are coming out that like, I mean, if nothing happened, we're still going to show you our investigation because
exactly.
You know, it's almost like hitting the jackpot on a slot machine. Like you'll sit there for hours and just pull that on, and then every once in a while, boom, you get lucky.
Something happens, or
We had a question for you guys.
It's the same question.
Okay, it says Paranormal Quest is looking for locations in Canada. They can do investigations that they can do with them or a group. Do you guys have any suggestions on places they can go?
Off the top of my head, I mean, obviously there's like, it's hard to say because I don't know if they investigate because like Old Angel Inn in Niagara-on-the-Lake is I would recommend, but like you'd rent a room kind of thing, so it's not, you don't have the whole place to yourself. That's the problem with our area. There's not a heck of a lot of places that are open to like.
There's a lot of really unique locations, but the problem is
you get
either contacting the people and getting the permission to do it, or you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I mean, Cottonwood Mansion, but I don't know if they would. It's that's a possibility there. They want to do, I mean, it's hard to say. Canada's kind of hard in that sense, at least in our area. But I mean, there are some other places that are open. I mean, they probably have a bigger budget than we would, so it's hard to say. But off the top of my head, like Old Angel Inn, Cottonwood Mansion, Back House. You know, the last time we were there was like so not active. But
yeah, we went to a place. I'm going to play a clip for you guys here real quick. We went to a place this weekend, but the reason we went there is because a buddy of mine had an incident up in this attic, and I'm going to go ahead and play this EVP for you. It's probably one of the clearest things I've ever heard. Let me get there a second. It's going to take me a second to get there, but let me know what you guys think about this, and same with the chat. Tell me what you guys think. And no, he didn't fake it, just so everybody knows. So how do we do this? Share screen. It's not a tab. So what do I do? A window?
Yeah.
Nope, not that. God dang it.
Go back to your tabs. You didn't tab it?
No, I didn't tab it because I'm stupid. Let's try this. Oh, damn it.
Darn.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. Well, hang on. Just talk amongst yourselves. Ask them a question or something,
Oh
please.
my gosh. He's always doing this. So I'm trying to think of other places I've gone in Canada. Grandview, I think it was Grandview or Grand Bend.
Grand Bend. Grand Bend. In
Oh my
London.
gosh, I loved that place. It was like a little surfer town when I was a kid. Like
Yeah,
all the little
they have a phenomenal racetrack there for drag racing.
Okay. We used to always stay in Sarnia. And then we would go. We went to this one. I don't remember where it was at, but it was there was a place called Storybook Gardens, and it was all like little. It was based on little kids like stories, like the stories that you would have, like when you were a kid, like storybooks. And I cannot remember where that was at, but we would go there. I'm trying to think where else we would go. We went to obviously we'd go to Toronto, but lots of little towns throughout.
Yeah.
But it was and not the like normal like tourist kind of places. Yeah. And I just remember going up there. But Sarnia and Grand Bend are biggest too.
I got cousins that live in Sarnia.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. I did.
Have you ever been to Stratford, Ontario?
Oh, that's cool.
What was it called?
Stratford. They have the Stratford Festival.
Yes, I have. We went there one time. Like I can't remember all the names. As soon as I hear the names of them, I'm like, yes, because they're like
we
really
spent our 1 anniversary there.
Yeah, last year, and we saw a play. But while we're there, Cassie's like, "This place is haunted. Oh my goodness, this place is haunted." Like she's walking around pointing at all. This place has to be haunted. I'm like, yeah, probably. Like,
yeah, we do that.
Yeah, we do that when we're driving around here. I found a way to play this. I'm gonna go ahead and play this now. So. Okay. I mean, I did boost the audio. So just so everybody knows, the audio is boosted, but I didn't EQ it or do anything other than raise the volume. Oh, come on. Well, maybe. There we go. Did you guys hear that? Are you there?
Is it frozen?
Can you hear us?
I can hear you now again. I'll play it again. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but I'll play it again.
Oh, you guys froze. I can't hear it.
All right. So let's get. You said you couldn't hear that?
No.
Oh.
Did any? God dang it!
Some people
no
said
one
they
heard
that.
Oh, so some people heard it.
Some people are saying they heard something. Yeah.
Parasolo says she hears it.
That was a duck flying by.
Let me try and play it one more time. Maybe it'll work this time. Probably not. Oh shit! I'm screwing this whole thing up. It's bad. This is screw it. I guess hopefully people heard it, but anyway, it's a real clear EVP of. And let me. Now, how do I get rid of this? Yeah. Jesus Christ! There we go.
There you go.
Don't let me deviate from the screen again because it always goes bad when I do. But this buddy of mine was sitting up in an attic, and this thing floats across the ceiling, and it looks like semi-transparent. I mean, like I don't do orbs at all, okay? But
Oh no.
This, you guys froze. Can you hear us?
You're lagging, Jeff.
I don't know if that's us or you.
I don't know. You guys froze.
Which one it is.
You'll be back.
Okay,
Okay.
Sorry.
So anyway, this thing floats across the like ceiling of the attic, but then at the same time, and it is clear as could be. I wish you guys could have heard it. There's this little girl singing. She's singing, "I hate you, Harold," just like that, just as long as that, just as clear as that. But it's a little girl, and his name is Harold.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll have to send that to you through Messenger so you can check it out later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of my big moments for tonight. That was a complete failure.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though, too, because he's not one that believes in the orbs or not, but to see that and at the same time as it's flying past him, to hear and actually hear that happening, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And then catching it as well with audio.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we went back to try to figure out who the little girl was.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So
Mhm.
I'll be
and
right back.
we had one really, really cool thing happen, but we debunked it 2 minutes later.
Oh, we were really good at it too.
like-
It was so fun because we're like, wait, are we sure? I don't know. And then it was like, darn
The
it.
floor made a big bang, and we all felt it with our feet, like we felt it. You know what I mean? And then, because we knew no one was in the floor below us, because that's where my buddy's brother lives, because it's a duplex. And sure as shit, like 2 minutes later, I heard his voice. I'm like, oh man, that was him slamming his door.
Oh.
The crib too.
What's up?
The crib.
Oh yeah, and then
That was funny too.
yeah, there was a crib moving, but I moved it. So
No, the stand just made it move just a little bit by putting a stand in
it's
there.
one of those things that, like, when you start moving it, it'll move for that thing moved for probably 10 minutes.
Oh wow.
It didn't stop. You guys, your camera's still frozen. I don't know. Can people see them fine or?
I can hear you guys perfectly. Because Ron just got up to go. So is Ron still in the picture?
Oh yeah. Ron's here in spirit, I guess.
Oh my gosh. But you can hear me okay though? 'Cause I can hear you guys okay.
Yeah, we can hear you fine. Yep.
Oh my gosh. That's
Oh.
crazy. Hold on. Let me stop the camera and then come back. Hold on.
Okay.
And then is that better?
Nope, still you and Ron. Oh, there it is. Now you're back.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, the kids have to go to bed, so they were like running around like
Gotcha.
hellions. So
Was there solar flares or something today?
Yeah, there's been, I guess, yesterday, or if they're not coming up, they are, but
Because my van kept cutting out.
yeah.
oh,
And it's not internet radio, it's just the
I think
regular
it was.
radio.
I think it was last night.
Yeah, it happened a lot.
wow.
Yeah.
I have full signal, so that's why I'm this like, what the heck? I'm even hot spotting because my back here, the computer always loses signal, so that's why I'm like, I'll just use my phone, and it's being weird.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah, you froze again, but that's all right.
oh dear gosh.
It's annoying because we have a cable running through, a couple doorways in our house, but I always hardwire the internet. Just because.
Yeah, we're going through solar flares right now. So.
Yeah, I don't trust Wi-Fi, especially when I'm streaming. No.
Yeah.
So how's what's that?
I think we've been fine too with our Wi-Fi. Now it's all decides to act up.
Yeah. So how's the drumming channel going? I followed it, but I don't get any notifications. Has he done any videos?
Not recently.
Okay.
We had to kind of let him do his thing. So when he wants me to record him, I will. But we are going to be having a party here at our house.
Yeah.
And our band, there would be a band, so Everett's gonna play along with them. So I'll have more videos after that. But I'm trying to get him to be feel confident confident enough to do his own videos. So we'll get there.
Yep. Yeah, that's live music. Actually, taught me a lot about speaking in front of people and, how to, because I was deathly afraid to talk in front of people and get up in front of crowds and things like that. So playing live music really, really brought me out of that. Even though for the longest time, I would almost hide on stage, like behind my hand.
Wow.
I would find the darkest freaking corner of the stage and really, really try and hide there.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. I was
Am I
very,
still
very
frozen?
shy. Yep. You're still frozen.
Okay, I'm gonna try to stop camera again.
All right. That's crazy. So how is everybody doing in chat? I see we have 35 people. That's a good crowd for us. We appreciate y'all being here. Do you guys like us doing the Monday night thing, or does that now that adds almost every night somebody's going live during the week?
Yeah.
Okay, you're back on camera.
I'm back. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we're Thursday nights at 8 is our time, so it's because we used to be like later like a while ago at 10, and we dropped it to 8 just because it was just easier for us and stuff. So yeah, we've been back on 8 o'clock for a while now, but now we're back, and we're actually going to be regular at our time, but every other Thursday. It's not every Thursday.
Okay, cool. Yep. Yeah, I was originally thinking about Thursday, and I'm like, nope, you guys have Thursday night already, so we picked Monday because I don't think anybody else goes live on Mondays.
No, it makes for a long Monday though.
Yeah, it does make for a long Monday.
More so for me than you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm up at 5:30, and then by the time I get home, I just have enough time to eat, and then we go live.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we did bump it back to 7:30 tonight, which we're going to continue to do. That just gives us a little more breathing room for,
especially because in a couple, especially during October, because there's some Mondays we have presentations, and so it's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Wisdom wants to know when the drinking live is. We should wait till Ron gets back and we can discuss that.
Yes.
Yes. On a weekend.
For sure. You can't do that. If that was a weekday,
I'm thinking, like, are you guys tied up October 26th?
Yeah, that's Ron's birthday party.
Oh, okay.
So his birthday's on Sunday, but we're having the big party at our house. Okay. Which, if you guys had passport, I mean, you guys, we're like, everyone's welcome, but everyone's so far away.
Mm-hmm.
We have a trailer people can sleep in.
I need to work on getting my passport. Jeff just has to renew his.
Yeah. So,
okay.
We'd have to come over with my kayak or something.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Yeah.
Oh, who we got now? Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I'm not sure Cree was still here, but have them email me if they want. I'm a little baby YouTuber, so I don't know if they will email me, but that's cool.
They seem like they're pretty cool. I mean, from what I've seen in their videos and stuff, they seem like they're nice guys. So
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they emailed you. Wait, what's Dawson? Dawson he's got a passport, but he's too broke to go that far. Just start today. You can ride your bike.
Yeah.
You'll be there by then.
Where's he going?
No. He's Dawson said that he's too poor to come our way.
Oh, come on, Dawson.
Well, it's like a 12-hour drive or more.
Save your money. You can spend the time in our trailer.
Oh yes, we have a trailer
in our driveway. Free rent, Dawson.
He spends all of his money on haunted locations.
Yeah.
Well, seriously though, we have a heated trailer, so even in the winter. I mean, you'd be pretty cold, but
no, it's cozy.
I mean, you did live in there for 3 weeks during COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, Ron did?
In like blizzard, complete blizzard. It was really funny.
Was it to isolate him, or was it for him to get away from all you guys?
It was for him to get away from us.
Away from the family, so I could still work.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
I would just drop it, bring up plates of food.
Yeah. Hand it through the little prison slot. Thanks, Philip, for the one membership. I appreciate that, brother. Yep. And everybody, before I forget, we're going to try and wrap this up by like 9:30 at the latest, but Wisdom is going to go live tonight after our show. So everybody go over there. I saw too, you guys signed up for Josh's charity stream.
Mm-hmm.
We should talk about that for a little bit. because
Yeah.
that hurricane was devastating. Like I don't think anybody
And
saw
there's
that
another
coming.
one coming.
And there's another one that's coming that's worse.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not going to hit as big of an area because it's pretty much just going to go right through the middle of the state by the forecast.
But still,
But it's a category 5 right now, and it's
not close yet.
yep, not good. So that's going to hit, I think, like 2 days. So, man, tough time to be a Floridian and shit. That even went up. Like Joe was saying, he did a live last night. He was saying even his town in Tennessee,
Yeah,
like all the bridges are out.
Well, even in Cincinnati, they had stuff. I mean, Cincinnati, they were saying they had some things.
Philip's doubling down. Thanks, Philip. We appreciate you. Yep. We did put some members stuff up recently. We put the walkthrough for the school that I'm working on that Josh and I went to.
Oh, cool.
Yep. You guys froze again, but don't worry about it. It's all good. Ron's back in the picture.
Okay, good. You were gone, and it was like showing both of us.
really?
Yeah. Yep. Like when you reset it, like lasts for a minute, but then quits. So I don't know.
I'm wondering. I'm afraid to switch over to the different Wi-Fi, but I want to like drop out. I mean, I could try.
You can try it if you drop
I'll
out.
try. I'll come back if I screw something up.
Yep.
I'm on hotspot
Why are you on hotspot?
because I thought it would work better, but it's not.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust my hotspot. My phone service sucks in this house.
Yeah,
Are we good?
and it's weird because it's
you
the
guys are
same.
perfect.
It's the same service, but different phones, and I have no problems, and he had it's. But then, if I go outside in our backyard, my service sucks. But his is good. It's like, it's so weird.
That's another thing I wanted to address. So we tried to go live on our investigation on Saturday, and apparently my phone the audio will not work when I go live on my phone. So we've made a
mental note that I need to take mine with me next time. I had mine downstairs, and
Jesus, Philip, stop.
And so I had my watch where I could, but I can't really do a lot with my watch up there. So we said next time we'll take my phone because I have a newer phone than Jeff's because he's being stubborn and not getting a new phone yet.
I'm a holdout kind of.
He absolutely has to have
I like
it.
Not having a payment for
but
my phone.
He likes the camera quality on my phone and the video that it takes. Loves it. But whenever he wants a really good video and he's like, hey, take it with your phone. I'm like, you could do this too.
But I mean, I'm a contractor, so I'm really, really hard on phones. So, thanks, Philip, for the 5 gifted. We appreciate you. That's 7 total tonight,
thank
man.
you.
That's awesome. Ron's hard on phones too.
Yeah, he rolled over.
I ran one of my phones over with a bulldozer once.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's probably not good.
Yeah.
Did you get the expensive case for it?
I had the OtterBox and it survived. Actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
should have been a commercial, to be honest with you.
Should have, yeah. Those are really, really good cases.
Yeah, I used to work for Verizon, so for anybody that was a contractor or worked in construction, I would be like, get an OtterBox. I'm telling you, and I would no, because it was so expensive because it was like $75 for the OtterBox. I would be like, they'd like, oh no, and they'd come back in like 2 weeks later with that broken phone. They're like, my phone broke. I'm like, did you have an OtterBox? They go, no. I said, did I not tell you to get an OtterBox? They're like, yeah. I'm like, get the OtterBox. Then they'd come back. It's like, oh my gosh, we actually had a police officer that it was in his pocket, and he got hit with a bullet, and it's like it didn't, and like he had his vest on, but you could see like in the OtterBox where it had hit the OtterBox, and it was like, but it didn't do anything to it. It was like, he goes, yeah, you could just see where it kind of had like a dent, but it wasn't anything.
Wow.
And he goes, I'm sure the vest did most of the helping of it. He goes, but still to have that there, and it's like, okay, so he goes, I'll never not get an OtterBox.
Hey, Laura, how you doing, Blueberry? Yeah, we got a lot of people.
But this is funny too, though, because like I don't get the expensive cases, but I'm not as hard on my phones. But all my cases, they have to have like a rolled edge on them, because you have to. That's the biggest thing with the apples. You have to make sure the corners, even on Androids, the corners, because that's where you get all your damage. If you hit those corners, that's where all the sensors usually get jinked. Then, so I've always my kids. You have to have a corner. Like I would look at their cases because they always wanted those really cute cases. I'd be like making sure it had the corners, lifted corners, so they can't knock them out and damage them.
I drop mine at least once a day, so I have to have the good ones. Ron, what do you do? So do you drive bulldozers and stuff?
Well, I'm a heavy equipment operator, but crane operator by trade.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
that sounds fun. That's every little.
I started a new job last week, and
like left the company he was with.
Yeah, and so basically this.
Oh no. Okay.
And so I put steel in the ground. That's what I do for a living.
Awesome. And Kassy, you
they're frozen.
Oh,
you guys are back. You were frozen, but you're back. But you do massage therapy, right?
I'm a massage therapist. Yeah.
Yep. Are you self-employed or do you work for somebody or?
Yeah, I'm technically like a what's it called? Sole proprietor.
Yeah.
So I work in places, but I rent a space basically, and then so.
Cool. Yeah, I've been a self-employed sole proprietor for most of my 35 years of working now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm never gonna retire. I won't be able to. I didn't pre-plan like smart people do. So.
I work for a union, so I have a pretty decent pension, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yep. I think honestly, if I had to do it all over again, I think I would have gone that route, the union route. Yeah. But the nice thing though about being self-employed is, I'm not defiant towards authority, but I don't like being told what to do. I like to control my own destiny. So.
And you make your own schedule, right? Which is nice.
Which is very helpful a lot of times when we have issues with the dog or issues with a family issue with one of the kids or one of the or one with mom or with my sister or somebody. It is very helpful.
Yep. I gotta find my heartburn pill. Sorry.
Do you need new ones?
Nope, I got them right here.
Okay.
That chicken that we had is getting my belly.
Yeah, I work for one of the biggest employers in our city. So, but ironically funny, I work for the biggest employer in our city, but I don't work in our city. I work 40 minutes away. But our main office is here in Toledo. So.
Yeah, ProMedica owns half of Toledo.
They have ProMedica. They own pretty much.
But
the majority of our healthcare.
But they have benefited Toledo so much because downtown Toledo 20 years ago was a shithole. Like no one was anywhere downtown after 5 o'clock and all the people left, their jobs. Nothing. Then they built a stadium down here, a baseball stadium. It's probably the nicest stadium in the minor leagues. And then they built a real nice hockey arena too for the Toledo Walleye. And downtown, you can go down there on a Tuesday night, and there's people walking.
Yeah, and they have in the summertime they do a concert series. So they have that, and it's on the waterfront downtown by the headquarters of where our company is. They actually took an old steam plant and turned it into their corporate office, and it's really it's really cool.
That's neat.
Yep. So what you guys have? I don't know if everybody. I think most of the people in the chat are familiar, but what got you guys into wanting to be paranormal investigators? I know Kassy was the one behind it, pretty much, and Ron was like, "You're not going by yourself." But how did you guys start doing this?
So I guess basically because I've always been fascinated with the paranormal. I didn't know investigation was a thing until I discovered it on YouTube. Like 5 years ago, it was 2019. Specifically September. Well, it may have been like August, but anyways, it was like 2019. And I basically wanted to okay, hold on. Let me gather my thoughts. So basically what happened was I kept watching everybody investigate, and I thought, and I was starting to get more involved, and my views and all on paranormal was changing. And then I was like, maybe I could like do this. And I was like, I don't know. And then Crow of Judas, he was like, just start your channel. And I'm like, I don't know how to do anything on the computer. I'm like, I'm not, right? Like we kind of already talked about it, but I was like, I don't know. And then he's like, just do it. So I was like, okay. So that's kind of what like kickstarted me into it. Just my fascination with the paranormal and interest since I was like a little kid, like writing ghost stories and reading all those Haunted Canada books and Ontario books. So
yeah,
and that's kind of what started. And he just came along because to come along. I wasn't by myself.
Crow is, I think, is the instigator for a lot of people's channels. He's really, a lot of people have said, Crow's the one that told me to talk me into doing this stupid addiction, but no, I mean, we talked to Crow a little bit this weekend. He's such a freaking cool dude. Like,
he's so cool.
Yeah. I'm glad at least he sounds like he's feeling better, because I know he was down there for a little bit, but we talked to him Saturday because like I said, I was getting frustrated, so I was like, Crow, what am I doing? Like, I'm hardly getting any views right now, and it's like, is it where did I go wrong? Because I was getting almost there for a while, almost 1,000 every video I put out or more, and now my last one was like 100. I don't know, it's sitting at 168 now or something like that. And that was 2 weeks ago I released it. So, and then I asked Dawson too, and he gave me some advice. And so, but all these people are so cool, because if you ask them, they're going to answer. Side-Eye Guy did too. You think, I'm sure a lot of people probably think, well, Side-Eye Guy's never going to answer a question for me. But like, all these people are so down to earth and so, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Beardo even answers my messages. It may take him a day or two, but the Beardo replies, so it's all good. So Ron, you just got dragged into this?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
and then he did back out for a little bit in the beginning because you were not.
Yeah, it's not my thing. It's more.
And that's when Reese joined. So she, because we did a lot of traveling without her, so a lot of the episodes she's not with us, but really she is like was number. Like there's 3 of us. So.
Yeah. We got a third guy too, Jerry, who was on our show last week, but we haven't put out too many investigation videos. So, nobody really sees Jerry that often, but you guys will see him in the next one.
We're trying to get him more involved on it. So.
Yep. He's he believes 100% in, that the paranormal exists and believes in ghosts, but he's very skeptical as far as like, he knows that most of what's on YouTube is bullshit, and Jerry is Jerry. But he's a fantastic researcher. Amber, who was in here earlier too, so Twin Paranormal came to that Collingwood theater that I told you guys about, and did an episode, and it lit a fire in me because a lot of what they said wasn't accurate. So I was going to start out doing a twin episode, but now it's turning into a documentary with the history of the place and all this stuff. And I've been going there for years and getting videos, just compounding. I've got, a lot of gigs of videos from that place just over the years. And I think it's finally time to start doing something with them. So.
Well, and we just recently found out that they have to replace the roof on this building. And so they need to get as much
publicity as they can.
And publicity. And so we're trying to do this too to help out, because it's not just the haunted stuff there's a really good backstory to the building. And the building itself, inside, it's really cool to go inside and see the different
and it's being used. It's not like
it's not being it is being used, and there's just and they're trying to focus not so much on the paranormal stuff that's going on there, but the other stuff that they're bringing into there. But if we said, so that's why I think part of this is turning into more of a documentary than it is going to be going after Twin Paranormal. So
because they have a big theater there, so they do live shows and things like that. They do Rocky Horror Picture Show
is the best to see there. It's so because the interaction's so easy to do, because it's not a real big theater, But then they have the main theater, but then they have 2 small stages like connected to the main stage. And so you get like full all the way around interaction when you go to it. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Except some of the crowd interaction when we went and saw Rocky Horror Picture Show, I almost slapped the guy. He was all up in my face, and I'm like, dude, like back the fuck off. Like, I'd like to maintain my personal space.
Yeah,
but it's
doing all this
fun.
creepy,
It is
weird
a really
stuff,
cool
and I'm like,
show to go
I'm
to. But
not the guy to do that to.
Yeah, so we're gonna hopefully help, get the word out that if anybody can help support and donate to that big fund of re-riffling that place, because it's a big place.
Yeah. Cool. So, yeah, I mean, you guys are tied up with the kids a lot. How do you guys do what you do? You got Kassy editing for 3 channels now. And I'm telling you, get a tripod so Kassy doesn't have to be the cameraman too all the time. You could set it up for your son's drums. You don't have to be the camera person anymore. You just, here you go. Here's your cameraman, 3-legged tripod.
Yeah.
So, but you guys got kids with sports and all that stuff. Like, how do you guys do this?
I don't know. I thrive on organized chaos. I make a lot of lists. My calendar is very full, and I make sure, because I think I've talked about this before, but I have ADHD, the inattentive type, so the opposite of hyper. So I have to force myself to do things. So that's probably why I keep busy because it makes me do things. Because if I don't have to do anything, I'll just sit in my house in a corner and read a book. So like I'm very you know what I mean? So I keep myself busy in that way. But I'm just organized chaos. Really, I could just work and schedule and if there's a blip, I just go, okay, what can we do now? And roll. I don't know. Luckily, right now, rugby's done, so there's no more sports in that sense. So Elida was supposed to have horseback riding tonight, but I forgot. So then Ron had to go with my parents, and then I had to work. It was a whole thing, so that didn't happen. Yeah. But and then music lessons on Tuesday, so it's a lot less right now. Mm-hmm. But I do work almost 3 nights a week. I work a little bit later until 7. Yeah. So if I have clients, so not all the time, but right now I'm pretty busy, so I usually tend to work a little bit later. Yeah. But so it's been a little bit chaotic. I just push through, and I just get exhausted. Though I have to say, I just had a vitamin B12 shot, and it was like I was a new person.
Oh. So you're all hyper.
Yeah, I just discovered
naturopath, and she's like, "Well, let's try it," because I've been so tired. I'm very busy, but I'm so tired. And then she's like, "Let's try a vitamin B12 shot," because anyways, it worked. So
it's funny because I can tell the days I don't take my B12 vitamins and when I do. But today I just discovered chocolate covered espresso beans.
Oh.
And they're dark chocolate, so the dark chocolate is good for my diabetes apparently, and I need the caffeine for my ADHD. So it's okay. So I took some because I'm if Mondays I drag because it's a really long day at work. It's so busy, so it's sometimes hard to struggle through the lives and so I was I ate 4 on the way home, and then I said, "Here, try one night, 4 more," and I'm I don't think I should have my Pepsi Zero right now.
See, I'm the guy that does the less healthy energy options like coffee, Monsters, things like that. I don't drink Monsters anymore, but I used to drink two 24-ounce cups of coffee in the morning. Mm-hmm. And then in the evening after work, I drink 2 Monsters.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's down to 1 cup of
coffee. I'm down to 1 cup of coffee in the morning, and that's it. And I don't really drink pop like I used to, so I've cut way back.
I drink 4 cups of coffee, 10 ounces,
She
so
drinks
40 ounces.
She drinks.
Hold on, 4.
You drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah, I drink 4 coffees in the morning usually, and then usually 1 before bed.
I can't drink
people
coffee.
Laugh, but if you have ADHD, drinking coffee or drinking some kind of caffeine before bed helps you to relax.
Oh, not me.
It does.
And people are like, no, it's supposed to make you hyper. It's like with people with ADHD, caffeine is the opposite. It kind of mellows you more so than keeping you high.
It's like a comfort thing for me. It's like my comfort drink. Like
my comfort drink is a beer.
Yeah. Yep. That's me too.
You know, nice ice cold beer.
See, that puts you to sleep.
It does. It does.
I have one and I'm dead.
Yeah, I had margaritas.
Yeah, we went out
because I hadn't had any alcohol in over a year, and I was given that I could have alcohol again, and I went a little too strong too quickly, and my blood sugars got way out of check. So I'm like, I am never doing that again. So I'm like, I think I will steer clear of alcohol from now on.
Yeah, I mean,
just a little taste here and there, but
I'm a drinker, and she like put a hurting on that picture.
Yeah,
I was like, ooh, this has potential to go bad. So apparently Friday House has the same problem, or same thing. Red Bulls put him to sleep. So I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, Philip's right about the caffeine. Like, you know, you can go like crazy, but then the crash is a real thing.
See, but with ADHD people, you never get that. No. You don't get jittery. You just get it just mellows you. But it's like it will keep me. I mean, like having the coffee, I know it's going to keep me awake a little, but it's not like it's gonna like. But I know I'll be, because usually what happens is after the lives, I can't go to sleep then. Yeah. So then I'm up to like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and then I have to be up at 5:30. But I'm finding if I have caffeine while we're doing the lives, I can go to sleep a little bit faster when I go to bed afterwards then.
Yeah.
So another thing I wanted to ask you about, you're a big reader.
Mm-hmm.
Have you read the book Salem's Lot?
I haven't, but you know what's interesting? I'm pretty sure I just put that on my library's like hold list. Hold on.
Okay. Because they just did a remake, and it was really good. Because I remember watching that movie as a kid, and it terrified me.
Oh yeah.
Because there's this part where these vampires are looming outside their window when the kids are trying to sleep, trying to get them to let them in, and that freaked me out when I was young. But so I watched the remake and the original one this weekend.
Oh, okay.
And then I watched. I never knew that they made a second one, and I see why no one knows about it, because it was horrible. It is probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. Like, it was awful.
I don't have it on hold. I have Mayfair Witches on hold. So I'm going to put it on hold.
Yeah, you should check that. I mean, it's Stephen King, so I'm sure it's good. The book.
It says a several month wait. I'll get there.
Because they just did the remake, so everybody's probably reading the book now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the library. You hold books. It's ebooks.
You can't make a note and say, "Hey, I'm Kassy." And
I don't read books, so
I buy books.
That's what surprises
I read 10
me.
pages, and then I buy another book.
With her, Kassy's ADHD, she can read books. I can't read books.
Yeah, you can't.
I can't. I can, like, if I can do the audio books, and sometimes I can do a book if it's on my phone or on my iPad. But I cannot read like a hardcover book. I cannot read a book. I can't.
I've always been like that though. Like ever since I was really little, like when I didn't know how to read properly, my greatest fear, I told my mom told me this, I don't remember it, that I was afraid I wouldn't learn how to read. So I've been like, I've always been a reader. So I don't know if that's part of it. I'd say a lot of times I do have to go back and reread something, especially if I've been distracted, or audiobooks I can't do unless I've already read the book, because I need it's like, I don't know. It's weird. I have to, like, the audiobooks are always, if I listen to an audiobook, I've already read it. So it's like a reread. So it like helps me remember things. I don't know.
It's funny with audios though. I still have to go back and look at, like, sometimes re-listen to them. But like if I'm reading a book, I will have to go back probably 5 or 10 times, because I just can't get it. But if I'm having it listened to, I can easily.
Steph, I'm writing that down, Steph.
Easily do that.
Let me write that down.
I also have where, like, because I know I have 6 weeks of classes coming up that I have to be able to pay attention. So everybody laughs at me because I have sticky tab notes that I can put like at books where I need to mark them, and I have them different colors. So I'll have them color coordinated so I know what I need for what. But I also highlight like weird stuff. But I also will note, like, write down everything. Like, I will have probably for this class, a 6-week class, I will probably have 3 or 4 notebooks on top of whatever they provide me with, just because I will lay it out, and I will make my own cheat sheets for it. I even bought the books to make the cheat sheets because I know that's what I'm going to need, especially because of a lot of it's like remembering formulas or abbreviations, and just like, and it's step by step of like how I have to get to, like, how I need to chart something a certain way. I will have step by step, and it will drive people nuts. But by the end of that class, I will have these really nice notebooks, and then everybody's like, "Wait, how do you do this?" And I'll be like, "Oh, here you go."
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I personally like when I do read, which I wish I had more time to do it, but I do like to read a physical hard copy book and turn pages, because you feel accomplished, I guess, when you start seeing the done side far outweighs the not done yet.
I am actually going to be reading an actual hard copy book because my sister bought it, and my mom's reading it first. And this is what my sister said. This was what's funny. I said, "Hey, can I get that book to read after you're done?" She goes, "Yeah, Mom's going to read it first because we know as soon as you get it, it's going to take you longer than anybody else to read because you have to read stuff over like 2 or 3 times." I'm like, "Okay." I said, "That's fair enough." I said, but it's a book I wanted to read. It's about the nun. I can't think of the nun. Yeah, about how she was a nun, and I can't remember what the name of the book is.
You're not talking about the Conjuring series?
No.
Okay.
This is actual real nun that she wrote a book. Now I got to look it up.
Mother Teresa?
No.
Mother Teresa.
She probably wrote some books, did she?
I don't even know.
I don't know.
I would. Books have been written about her, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. So I was half right.
Well, actually, this tattoo is based off a book. This tattoo.
Yeah, you said it was like a dragon series or something. What is it?
Cloistered.
Yeah.
Cloistered. My years as a nun.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's, I mean, from just and the only reason I knew about the book was I heard her because with my driving, my long distance driving, I actually will listen to like podcasts, or I listen to a lot of times I'll listen to like a book or something. Yeah. But that's how I heard about the book, and I'm like, she's hysterically funny, so I'm like, okay, this might be pretty good. Mm-hmm. So she started reading like a little excerpt of her book, and I'm like, I bet I could probably read this book, and it's not a real thick book, so I'm like, I probably could get through it.
Yeah, Dawson says I can read 200 pages of history on my phone, but a 120-page book, yeah, throw that away.
Yeah. I know how he feels. Like I cannot, and I think with my ADHD though, if I get like discouraged when I'm like reading, like maybe I'm in 10 pages and I have like 200 more to go. Yeah. I mean, when you see those, I think that comes from like school too, when you had those great big books, and it's like, how am I going to get through all of this? And you don't even go through half of it.
You only do like the first 10 chapters, and this book.
If I visually, it's like almost puts a stop to me. It's like I am not going to do this when I can see how much, but if I can't see how much I'm actually reading, so if I put it on an audiobook or on a reader, no problem.
Ron, do you like listen to podcasts and stuff like that when you're in your crane at work, or what do you do for?
I don't honestly listen to anything.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, I shouldn't say that. So I have been on jobs where like things were slow, and I was listening to an Audible book.
Mm-hmm.
I actually forget what it was called, but it was interesting.
Yeah.
Remember?
It was that good.
All are frozen.
We are? Shit, you guys are fine.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I really don't have time with my job.
Yeah, you probably should be paying attention to what you're doing if you're a crane operator. Oh, we lost them again. They'll be back. It's all good. You guys, it seems like we freeze and then they freeze.
Yeah.
We freeze to them and then they freeze. So come back. Come to Yoda. Maybe they're not.
Hi.
Okay. We lost one. Man
Oh my
down.
gosh.
Man down.
Yeah. You just have to go tell the kids to get off the internet stuff.
So what about Kassy? Do you listen to podcasts or anything like that, or?
I do. I haven't recently because right now I'm listening to an audiobook of a book I already read. But so I will read. What do I normally listen to? Let me go look at my podcast list. Podcasts. True crime kind of stuff. That was my favorite murder.
Yep.
Like my favorite murder was one that I listened to. I had to stop though because it was kind of like messing my mind up a little bit. Like it was just making me sad.
Yep.
So yeah, mostly that. And then I have like a friend, like my friend Karina, that she's been on a couple episodes. She has a podcast, but she hasn't really done anything with it recently.
Gotcha.
Trying to think what else here. But yeah, so that's pretty. Oh, okay. I discovered her on TikTok, the Dating Detectives, but she's a private investigator that just talks about stories she's done, and now she'll interview people who've like have interesting stories. So it's kind of like true crime-ish, but not really.
Yep. Okay, I do get to a point though where I want like, I guess, like stupid entertainment. So I'll listen to a lot of. Have you ever heard of Two Bears in One Cave?
No.
It's Bert Kreischer. He's a comedian.
It's funny.
And Tom Segura. They just sit there and like it is. I mean, it's dirty. It's nasty, but it is freaking hilarious. Those two guys are so funny. Stop it, Boo. She's growling at Bubba. Can you hear that?
Yeah. Bubba. No, I think that was Bubba.
Oh, I don't know. They're fighting over who gets to lick my arm. Yeah, Steph likes Bert. He's funny. He's one of my favorite comedians.
And that is not why we named our skeleton Bert.
No,
and Bert, our Bert is spelled differently.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. But yeah, I'll listen to that. I like a lot of comedians like Matt Rife. I'll just turn on one of his videos or something like that, you know. Because there's times where it's like, okay, I've learned enough today. Let's listen to some dumb shit.
Yeah. I go through phases. I get obsessed. This is where the ADHD comes in, but I get obsessive about certain things. So like right now, I'm like really into like the audiobooks again. So so that it's really good. And then but it's funny because I read this book like years ago, and now I'm listening to it. So it's almost like a new book to me, but I know the plot line.
Yeah.
But if anyone knows about the Shadowhunters, like the City of Bones, like anyways, okay. It's a young adult book, but it's like there's multiple different book series connected to the whole world.
I've heard of them, yeah.
So the next book's gonna move or a TV show. It's not like the books. It's crappy. I don't recommend it. But but anyways, but yeah.
That always sucks when when you're into a book or something like that, and then they make a movie on it, and you're so excited, and then it's like, oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I watched one of the fastest books I ever read was it was a Steve Grisham book and Tom Cruise that did the movie. Do you remember what that is? God damn. It was where he was a lawyer.
Yeah.
And he was like part of a little like cult thing with his law firm. Oh, The Firm.
Firm, yeah.
Oh, okay, no.
Yeah, so I literally was like, I slammed through the last 100 pages and immediately went to the theater to watch the movie, and I was like, oh man, this sucks. It wasn't like I thought it was going to be, because when I started reading the book, the movie trailer and all that stuff was already out.
Oh, okay.
And so when I envisioned the main character, I was envisioning Tom Cruise because he was the one in the, and it was, I was disappointed, but it is what it is.
Yeah, the one tattoo I have actually, this is from the Shadowhunters books. Okay. They had runes, and they would give them powers because they're half, like they're not the real. I can't even speak. Half angel, half human.
Yep.
And anyways, but that one in particular has to do with the sight, so they can see the unknown world. So that's why I got it, because I do the paranormal. But anyways, I'm a complete dork, but
Nah. Did you get into the Game of Thrones books?
No, I've read the first book, but okay, so this is also probably like I don't really read high fantasy. I read more like easy fantasy because my brain is just too much. So so I like mine's a little bit more like I wouldn't say dumbed down fantasy, but a little bit easier to read fantasy, I guess. So.
Yeah, I don't think I could have watched. I read the Game of Thrones books.
Massive. That's the pile of them over there.
I don't think I could have, but I could
I
but watching the show, no problem. But this is weird. I would, especially with my ADHD, I read all the Harry Potter and the Twilight books and the oh, what's the other one? Why can't you think of it? With the 12 areas, Hunger Games.
Oh yeah.
So because with my girls, I read all those, which shocked me that I read all through those. I said, I must need those teeny kind of younger because I was able to get through those without a problem. But if I tried like Game of Thrones or something, I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, my sister, my number 3 sister, she went to school for English. She got a master's in English. So like she would read. I think she did her thesis on a Margaret Atwood book, but not like Handmaid's Tale, but like, or not Handmaid's Tale. What is the Margaret Atwood book? It's the same thing. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so she's like she got me into reading the Game of Thrones book, but I just like, I finished it, but I couldn't go further.
Yeah. Yep.
Watch the show.
Wisdom saying Lord of the Rings too. Those were.
I haven't even seen the movies on that.
Yeah, I read one of the books.
What? You haven't seen the movies?
Yeah, she hasn't seen the movies.
Oh my goodness! You guys need to sit down and watch Lord of the Rings. Like, come on.
That's like a commitment.
Wow.
That could take a year.
Ask Jeff what my weird TV, what I watch on TV. I don't watch like normal stuff. Like I don't like.
She watches like cooking, baking shows and.
Yeah, but it's like crazy because so many people like going and watching like movies. I don't watch a lot of movies even because so people are like, you never saw this. It's like
that's Dawson. Dawson hasn't seen a movie at all. Like you always talk about movies with him. He's like, I never saw that. It's like, dude, how the hell did you not see that?
Because I think part of it, I get distracted so much with movies that I just don't really care to watch.
I love the Lord of the Rings series though.
The books I tried reading the books. I tried. Also, too much high fantasy. I'm not saying they were bad. I'm just saying I couldn't read. It was hard to read.
But the movies, like you get lost in the world.
I love the movies. Though.
Now my daughter, where they filmed that, my daughter did go see that.
Yeah.
So she went where they filmed Lord of the Rings in it. She went because she was out that way.
Hobbiton is in New Zealand.
Yeah, so she was in New Zealand, and so she went to go see a lot of that stuff. I'm like, okay.
See you, Dawson.
See you later.
Bye, Dawson.
Dawson is going to co-host with us next week.
Oh, cool.
Because we have a guest on that Dawson really, really, really wants to talk to. It's the caretaker for Robert the Doll.
Oh.
So the guy's name is David Sloan.
Mm-hmm.
I've interviewed him before. He is absolutely freaking cool. Like he's an awesome dude. I mean, people, whether or not they believe in haunted items or Robert the Doll, like whatever, just this guy's interesting. Like he's really, really cool. And I wanted to buy a Robert the Doll replica.
Mm-hmm.
And about a week later, I got a big box in the mail that had a limited edition Robert the Doll. It had a couple autograph books in it. Like it was just this massive care package of Robert the Doll stuff.
It was really cool.
Yeah. And he would not let me pay for it.
And then that turned into him buying Robert the Doll rum.
I found out that they make Robert the Doll rum. It's a spiced rum.
It smells really good.
It wasn't super expensive except the shipping. So a $30 bottle of rum turned into a $75 purchase because of the shipping on it.
Oh, wow.
Especially because then they have to take extra precaution because it's alcohol, shipping alcohol. So
and I'll be honest. I mean, it wasn't bad rum. I mean, some people like different kind of spiced rums, but it wasn't my favorite. But
it smelled good though.
I drank it.
I mean, it smelled good.
It definitely, like, it had a lot of like what's that crap you drink? Fireball.
Mm-hmm.
It had a lot of like cinnamon fireball.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, it was. Just, but like I said, I got the bottle. That's all that counts.
I got the bottle. That's all that counts.
Yeah, that's all I wanted. Where is
It's
the
here
bottle?
somewhere.
Oh, it's probably in the bar.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
it is.
it's a cool bottle with Robert.
Here, I'll go get it.
So he's
All
going to
our
be
crazy
on
bottles.
next week, and if you guys get a chance, check it out and watch it because he is he's a cool guy.
What day?
It'll be next Monday at 7:30.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's our Thanksgiving. Are we having Thanksgiving dinner? We have Canada.
Yeah.
Our Thanksgiving is in October.
What the hell?
Yeah, I know. So,
Yeah, we're Canadian. We're different, Jeff. If you didn't know that already.
Yeah, but you guys,
there.
you guys have the same weather as us. You guys haven't even harvested your stuff yet.
No, they're harvesting. They're harvesting corn and
soy.
Yeah, they're
Soybean.
working on it, but it's not ready to eat. So here's the Robert the Doll rum bottle.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'd buy that.
Yeah. Like I said, it was pretty good.
Yeah, we have a habit of buying weirdly alcohol that are around themed things.
There's my little Robert.
Jeff got a bottle of wine from a Tool singer.
Yeah, Maynard from Tool. Do you guys like
Oh,
Tool?
cool.
Yeah, he's got
I know Tool, the band. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a vineyard out in Arizona.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
So we
because
got wine from there.
the perfect place to grow grapes is Arizona.
Really?
No, it's not. That's
It's
why.
not,
That's
yeah.
why.
So that's why it makes it so cool.
Yeah, that's why
And
Maynard did it.
I will say I'm not. I mean, it was a really good.
Yeah, it
wine.
was a killer bottle of wine. That shit was good. Yep. Yeah, but I always wanted to get it, and I had mentioned it one time, and she got it for me for.
Mental
as a
note:
gift.
when we were dating, I just kept
Yeah.
putting things
I
on a
just
list.
mentioned it one time.
So whenever he would mention something, I'd put it on a list, and that was one of the first things he got. I think that's one of the first things he got off that list. So.
Yeah.
No.
But this particular Robert the Doll was. Can we put you on camera? Okay. We have to ask permission, otherwise bad shit happens. But this one they actually put. This is one of 100 that they put in the case with Robert the Doll.
Oh.
Okay.
It let him spend the night in the case. So
Oh.
this is one of 100. So, and like I said, he just sent it to me. He would not let me pay for it. I was like, man,
Wow, that's so nice.
Huh.
he's a cool guy.
Yeah, Boo. Although Boo did think it was a toy at one point.
Oh, I thought we were screwed. I thought we were cursed. Like I had it sitting on the shelf behind
we
us.
just brought it in. We literally
right.
just brought the bag because he was sitting on top of our bag because we just got back from a convention, and he was sitting on top of the bag. We went back out to go get another bag, and it was like, what's going on? And she got really quiet, and sure enough, she had picked him up and took him in the bedroom.
She was starting to eat
and
him.
she was starting to gnaw, and we got it before she did any damage to him.
It's like, are you trying to curse us, Boo? What the hell's the matter with you? You can't eat Robert the Doll.
So now Robert always is way up so that she never can get him. So
Yeah, Miss Spooky, I screwed that up. I'm probably going to be in trouble tonight. I showed him first before I asked permission. That's one of the rules is you have to ask permission to take his picture or show him on camera.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then Ozzy Osbourne is legit terrified of him because I'll give you guys a preview because I'm sure David will tell this story next week, but Ozzy and Jack did an episode for Jack's Paranormal show at the Robert the Doll thing, and Ozzy went and farted on the case, and
No.
and after that, he got in a motorcycle accident. He got all kinds of bad shit happened to him, and he really, honest to God, truly believes it was because of Robert the Doll.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yep.
Oh, this is fine. Somebody said something about Star Wars. Jeff, how many Star Wars movies have I watched?
She's watched 0.
I've watched I've watched one Star Wars movie, and it was the first one, and I was a little kid in the movie at the drive-through. And at that time, I remember they had Star Wars cookies, Star Wars crackers, everything. And yeah, my brother is a huge Star Wars nut, and I absolutely cannot stand Star Wars.
Yep.
That's just about as bad as I don't watch horror movies either.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get her to watch. Well, Kassy, you don't either. Although
I'm
you did The
forcing
Conjuring,
myself
right?
to watch them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be watching actually this week. So that's why I'm going to release on the 17th. Because October 17th, I'm going to release the reaction to The Conjuring. So
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it hopefully this week sometime. And then it's a whole process. It's a whole other editing program I have. Like, I have to figure it out.
Yep.
But anyway, so I'm going to do that. But I'm like, I'm going to have to, like, it's going to be comical. I just, because even watching The Deliverance is on Netflix, I'm yelling and
she was hilarious.
I'm like, this is stupid. And I'm like covering my face. Like, I was like, I don't like this. But it was gory.
It wasn't gory.
Yeah, there's not horrible.
No, stop.
Watch the original Salem's Lot. Add that to your list because it's scary, but it's not gory. There's no like I don't know if it was made for TV because there seems like it's edited to where there's like commercial breaks points.
Oh, okay.
To it. So it might have been made for TV, but there's, like I said, it's very scary, but there's no gore to it. Now the new one, the remake, it's a little bit gory, but it's not horrible.
It's funny because a lot of the shows I have watched like The Conjuring.
Yep.
We watched
it
The
a
Nun.
couple weeks ago.
I do watch some of that stuff, but it's not like I'm like, okay. It's a lot of times you'll see me because ADHD. I'll start on my phone. I'll be paying attention, but I'm like on my phone too at the same time because the brain has to do more than one thing at a time.
Ron, what's a movie that scared the shit out of you?
A movie that scared?
Yeah. Or are you just a brave guy and nothing scared you?
I'm trying to think. I mean, I love watching scary stuff, so it's hard to pick a movie that's really like scared me. I don't know. I'm not. Okay. Dawn of the Dead, maybe, with what's his name? Oh crap!
No, Evil Dead.
Evil Dead series, right? With the Necronomicon and all that
Evil
stuff.
Dead.
Yeah, so
I don't watch horror movies, but I know that one.
Yeah.
So I remember watching that one evening, and I get kind of like scared, but I'm like, it's just a movie. So
I've never seen him react.
I love watching scary movies. There's not a movie out there that I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not watching that.
There's still some that creep me out. First, I want to address Wayne's comment. Yeah, Wayne, do not. I'm telling you, trust me. Do not watch Salem's Lot 2. Do not watch it. It is the worst movie I think ever made in the history of Hollywood. But there's still movies that like unnerve me for a little bit. Like The Exorcist is one.
Yeah.
I mean that movie. I can't watch that and then go right to bed. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't watch that.
The Shining really got me.
I love
it. Yep.
I love that movie. Like that's at Halloween time, that's my go-to movie to watch.
Yep. I'll definitely watch it. Yeah.
See, and I'll watch The Shining. I'm not that one. Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know, maybe like because the first time I watched it, like I slept with the lights on for 2 weeks. Like I was scared to death.
See, now this was like, cause I remember we were talking to somebody on a show and they could, a movie I can watch is Passion of the Christ.
Oh,
I watched like that one. That one just, is an intriguing. Every time I watch it, I remember something different every time I watch it. So.
But another one was Schindler's List. Like,
yeah.
Man, you want to talk about a downer? Holy crap!
Yeah,
it was.
A long movie too. That's great.
Yep. And when I went to go see that at the theater, you watch the people come out, and you're like, Jesus, should I even go watch this? Like, they were all like crying and sad, and like,
it's
So, do you have any horror movies that have been hilarious to you, since you don't really get scared by them?
So I can't think of any off the top of my head. But like when you go back to like old school 80s movies, right? Like that era or that genre of like horror is pretty funny. Like it's scary, but it's funny when you look back on it. And like, I can't believe people thought this was scary, right? Like that, those type of movies. I'm trying to think of one.
I have one. That alien clown one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I haven't seen that.
What's that? Clowns from Outer Space? No.
Evil Clowns from Outer Space?
No.
It was so stupid.
Oh my gosh.
It was like,
what was that called?
I can't remember. You watched it on purpose.
Yeah. Well, you have honestly. And Crow even warned me of this. He's like, "You better be high when you watch this movie." It's one of those movies like you need to be high when you watch, right?
Yeah.
I'm like Clowns from Outer Space, and I was like, so I started watching it. And I'm like, okay, now I understand what Crow means about you need to be high when you watch this movie. It's so stupid.
Oh, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah, Wayne, I would have to say Return to Salem's Lot. Like I laughed my ass off. It was so stupid, and nothing to do with the original movies that were good. Did you have one that you laugh at? A horror movie?
I don't even think so.
But you don't really watch that.
I don't watch a lot of it. Although I will say now, I would when I was a teenager, I would never watch like on Friday the 13th. The first time I watched Friday the 13th was as an adult, and I laughed. I'm like, why was I so scared of these stupid movies? I was like, I was like, why was I? I mean, because I never watched it when I was a kid. Because when I was in high school, a group of us went. Now, mind you, we live where there's a lot of cornfields, and we went and watched Children of the Corn.
That movie scared the shit out of me.
I don't think we went back to the movie theater, and we were very hesitant to go around any of the cornfields for quite some time. After that
was a freaking movie.
Yeah, that one kind of.
I've never seen it, but I reference it a lot because when I was little, I looked like a Children of the Corn kid because I had like the blonde hair.
Yeah.
I have a picture. Did I post it somewhere? Anyways, I'm in the background beside my we called her Big Grandma, but she was my great grandma. And I'm like looking like sad and evil face, not evil face, but I look really sad. I look like a killer child.
So, it was that one because, like I said, when you live around cornfields, and then we had a couple back roads that you would have to go to, and it would always be like kind of very eerie with like how the fog was coming in there. It was just like, and that, but I think too. In our era, though, we used to have a lot of weird shows like Patches and Pockets. They were the creepiest. Yeah,
they were creepy. Did you guys have that up there?
Probably not. I mean, it was more than just in Ohio. They were based out of Toledo, but they were throughout the country.
They're a little bit younger than we are.
Yeah.
So they probably.
But the Patches and Pockets, my kids watched Patches and Pockets.
Yeah,
so that was like
creepy clowns.
It was two girls dressed as siblings.
Boy and a girl.
Like Raggedy Ann. They kind of had like Raggedy Ann makeup and Andy Doll makeup on.
And Ronald McDonald.
Wait a minute. Okay.
That's actually ringing a bell.
Bell now.
Creepy as creepy. It's like, how did we watch? I mean, it's like, really, we watched this? Well, then again, if you look at the costumes we wore back in the 70s.
Oh my gosh. No, I remember that. Yes. I remember that show.
Yeah, they were here. They were
so creepy. They were
from Toledo. Yeah. I remember going as a kid for it was a
live show.
Yeah, a live show because we were doing it was a costume show because I took a goat and you were supposed to bring an animal. My sister took a dog. I took a goat. And we met them, and they were even creepy in person. But it's like, I mean, because sometimes you think on TV, but no, it was just as bad as in person. But yeah, they were, But they were from Toledo, and they actually I think one of the only two news channels we still have in the city. That's where they used to do their show at.
Do either of you guys get creeped out by like dolls or clowns or anything like that? Like, if you go to a location that has a doll room, does it get you a little bit?
Not usually. Like,
no. Doesn't bother me any.
No, I mean, no, I don't think I've ever come across doll. Like, really.
I mean, I remember at Hinsdale House when we were at the Hinsdale House, and they have the doll in the glass case.
Oh yeah.
And it's like don't touch and everything, and it's supposed to be like, there's like a mirror right there, and there's supposed to be like a portal.
Yeah.
And all this kind of, I'm just so me being the person I am, as Kassy's out doing her thing outside, I'm standing and looking in this mirror. I'm just like, all right, where's this portal? Show me something. Let's go. Right. And I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, I'm not seeing anything. Come on. let's, it's just, it. Anyways, again, me being the skeptic that I am, I just trying to like push things and like,
well, you don't normally push things.
I did at the Hinsdale house.
Yeah, because you slept on the couch while we were running away from ghosts.
Yeah, well,
Isn't that the place Dawson freaked out about, or was that Villisca?
Oh, I think
it was one of those two, I thought.
Sally House. Huh?
Sally House, that's what it was,
Hinsdale it's up near us. It's like an hour and 20 minutes away.
Which is it's
really in New York.
Interesting location.
Yeah.
It's cool. The land was way more haunted, I have to say. The house, not really, but the outside definitely had a vibe, and we got rushed by something.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if she remembers this, but like when we were walking, were you outside at that time? Remember when she started walking away? She's like, "What's that sound? What's the sound?" But she was getting like really like it was really different how she was reacting to the sound. It was just like the chains, in the forest. There was like some chain fence or something making a noise, but she was acting different. So like it was a whole.
Gotcha.
Hinsdale's
I just
property was
all the way
interesting.
around that pond, and you're like, "You're crazy! You're crazy!" It's like 2:00 in the morning.
Well, we had just got rushed by a ghost.
She goes, "You're crazy to walk all the way around there." I'm like, "I'm not. What? Come on, let's bring it on."
Dana's got her little creepy doll that she bought.
Oh my gosh!
What is that?
It's just a freaky. Some person that makes custom or
zombie
not custom,
dolls,
but horror dolls.
Yeah,
looks like something from Five Nights at Freddy's almost.
Boo wants to kill it right now.
Yeah, the dogs. I'm holding it, and both the dogs that you guys can't see them, but they're both like this, looking and trying to figure out what the heck that is.
They probably think it's a toy.
Yeah, but this is my first creepy doll I got.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boo's like checking her out now. Like, oh, another thing I can try to eat.
So another question that I just thought of was, have you guys ever been like attacked or like spiritually attacked or anything like that when you've investigated?
Not that I know of, or no. The word, I think, potentially something came home with us on an investigation, or me, I don't know. I'm only speculating, so I don't really know where this one guy came from, but we've not really been like nothing like that so far.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, we've had a couple iffy situations that we've talked about before and stuff, and it's not fun.
Yeah,
not fun at all.
Yeah. Carbureted and Coffee has a question about Chase Manor.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Sorry, the dogs are like on me trying to get questions.
Okay. So Chase Manor, from what I remember, because I think it's been like almost 2 years since I've been there, year and a half. But it was 2?
Probably.
Yeah, so it was really, really old. The barn was up during the Civil War. And that's pretty much all I know about the history of it. It was owned by a sailor or someone had to do with shipping, I believe. I could be wrong. That house is really haunted. Like, I really, really want to go back. I contacted the owner, but for some reason, I think because they're renovating it right now, or like painting or doing something. But I emailed her like a while ago, and she won't let people there unless they've already been there to investigate. Okay. But we've already been there, but we were there with other people, so I don't know. So I want to go back. It's like I want to go back. Like, I reached out to her to go back, but we couldn't. So.
Thank you, Sky, for the gift and membership. We appreciate it, and it's good to see you. It's always good when Sky comes in the house. She's got her little sock puppet collection.
It's so cool.
Have you seen them?
Oh my gosh, I could never do that.
she did make a Kassy and Raun one, didn't she? I think.
Yeah, our whole family.
Yeah,
she made a whole family, all our kids.
Oh, come on.
Yep.
Yeah, I show you. Yeah, all our
show me that.
All our kids.
She's got a Jeff and Dana and a mountain.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yep.
Speaking of mountain, are
It's
we
been-
gonna have? We're gonna have to do like a. Since I have my channel, we'll have to
Yeah.
do like a collab or something, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
the
we
Bacon
will.
and Mountain Man. You know,
That will have to go on
Like
Mrs.
a-
Boo's
like a-
channel.
like a barbecue cook-off or something.
Yeah, we should discuss something that we're both gonna make.
Yeah,
And see, like how we
like a comparison.
do it different. I wish we lived close enough that we could taste test each other's, but
Oh my goodness, that'd be awesome.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Is that awesome?
Oh, did you show them the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, if anybody else has any questions, we're gonna wrap it up because, like I said, Wisdom. I told him we'd try and be done by like 9:30. So we want everybody to go over and watch his live. So yeah, Philip has a suggestion: ghost bacon wrapper demon chicken. Have what was it? Shit, what's that thing we did wrapping bacon with chicken and?
The chicken bombs?
Oh yeah, the chicken bombs. Have you ever made those?
Yes.
It's a stuffed popper that you stuff into a chicken breast and wrap it in bacon.
Oh my God, it was so
Oh my god! they
mental
were
note.
good.
Let Dana
no, I haven't
clean the
Not that one,
jalapenos.
no.
Oh, it was like Dana
But I
cleaned
think-
the jalapenos because Jeff did not take the seeds out of
Yeah,
that one.
I don't clean them as well.
They were so hot, so it's like I clean the jalapenos
They were a
now.
little spicy.
But I think as a teaser, so with our Canadian Thanksgiving coming up, I'm gonna get a turkey,
Mm.
and I'm gonna do a bacon wrapped turkey
For Thanksgiving.
for Thanksgiving. So I think that's the next video for my channel.
That sounds
So-
killer. I've never smoked a turkey. How long does it take to smoke a turkey?
I did smoke a turkey before,
Yeah.
and I think it takes 6 to 8 hours.
Ooh,
Oh,
maybe
that's
we
not
should
that
try
bad, man.
that.
That's
No.
not bad.
It's not bad. And again, like my pellet smoker, it's like, it's so simple. You
Yeah,
put the pellets in the bin, you set the temperature, you put the meat on, and away you go. I always say set it and forget it.
yep. See,
You know?
I've got a Primo, so you do have to kind of pay attention to it a little bit. But once you get
Yeah.
once you get those vents perfect, it
Yeah.
stays at whatever temperature you want it to for a long,
Yeah.
long time. So
Nice.
but yeah, I've kind of always wanted to get a pellet grill too, just because, like you said, like to do an 18-hour brisket on my smoker, it's like I'm probably getting up once or twice at least at night
Yeah.
to check.
Oh
my
yeah.
time.
Oh
So-
yeah. No, you like literally when I did the brisket, I put it on at 10 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
225 degrees. You make sure the hopper's full.
Yep.
You go to bed, wake up the next day, and it's like,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about it. Like the only thing, my smoker doesn't have like Wi-Fi capabilities. There's other smokers out there that have like Wi-Fi
Yeah.
capabilities that you sync to your phone and keeps
Yep.
track of the temperature of meat and stuff like that.
Yep.
But
I do have a
who knows?
Primo thermometer that you can do that. It's got like a monitor that you take in the house, and it has the grill temp and the food temp.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
But who knows? If my channel takes off and I get sponsors, I might,
Yeah.
maybe I'll get companies. Hey, we want you to use our smoker. You know what I
There you
mean?
go.
Who
There you
knows?
go. Yep.
The world is your oyster, right, Jeff?
And barbecue channels, like barbecue
We
channels
watch a
are
lot
big.
of them.
Those things get lots of views. So
Mm.
Yeah.
weird in that.
Yeah, we've done that before,
Yeah, I've deep
and
fried.
we've deep fried
Yep.
turkey, but a smoked turkey, that sounds kind of good.
Have you ever tried a deep fried turkey?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, we
I did that one year. Yeah, I
that
did
was
do a deep fried
so
turkey, and they're great.
amazing.
Yeah.
The last one I did though, like I was off a little bit on the oil, and I was scared because it was like that close
Oh,
to the top.
Boils
It did-
over.
It didn't get over, but I was nervous the whole time because it was
Yeah.
I've
I've seen
yeah
videos like where like people put a turkey in the fryer and there's like
Yep.
moisture or it's still kind of a little bit
Yep.
frozen
blows
and
up.
like it boils over and creates a
Yep.
whole fire and oh man.
But this
Yeah.
one, I like to smoke like 12 to 14 pounders. That's like a good size
Yep.
or not smoke to deep
Fried.
fry. But we got
Oh,
one.
yeah.
I think it was like 18 pounds or
Yeah.
something. Like it was too big. We shouldn't have fried it. But I was nervous that year.
Yeah. So next time, because we get a fresh turkey from one of the butcher shops here, and so we need to, next time we do it, we need to request a small turkey, not a like the average size turkey. We need a small turkey.
We should do one for Thanksgiving too, because I mean Rick's always going to cook one. But,
well, because we usually, because our
he does too.
Because our family's so big, but we can almost do 3 because of because we want leftovers a lot of times.
Yeah, I do like turkey.
But with this, if everybody shows up for Thanksgiving, we actually we go through 2 turkeys, almost 2 turkeys. So it's time to do a 3rd one again.
Bill, we use peanut oil. Bill's saying that and peanut oil is expensive too. But that's what we use. Yeah. Okay, so he corrected himself. We have not decided on our Halloween costumes yet.
Now, we were going to do, what was the one we were going to do? The brothers?
The Step Brothers?
Step Brothers. We were thinking about doing that one. I came up with a couple that were kind of funny ones, because right now we don't know if we're going to the costume party or not. So if we are going to the costume party, I think we'll probably do the Step Brothers.
We lost them. I think they got.
Oh, thank you, Sky.
They had to walk the plank. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Sky. You didn't have to do that. We appreciate it. Well, hopefully they come back. If not, they'll come back just in time to say goodbye. Because, like I said, we're going to wrap this up by 9:30 so that Wisdom can, he reached out and asked what time we'd be done. So last time we did it.
Yes, whenever we do our pics, usually if we do like if we take pictures or anything, a lot of times I put them on Facebook and on YouTube and on TikTok.
Did you see last year's costumes?
Yeah, if you want to see last year's costumes, I'll go ahead and post them again. They were interesting. Part of it were it was not to take.
It wasn't a jab at Catholics.
It
was not.
It was a jab at a certain person.
No,
it was a certain group.
A group, yeah. There's
a group.
Fake clergy is a massive problem in the paranormal. There's a bunch of guys running around calling themselves exorcists, and so I was making fun of that. So Dana went as the Pope, and I went as a nun. I was going to go as the Pope first, but then we switched. You started.
Oh, is that? Yeah.
Yep. Well, I mean, Beardo kind of gave me the idea, if I'm being honest, because he did that No One Alone for Christmas stream. He did a stream on Christmas where he had people stream for an hour, and then they would send them on to the next. So, I mean, that was a cool idea. That's kind of what. But yeah, I'll be actually on Josh's stream, and it's going to be this Saturday. It's from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. Kassy and Raun are going to be on it as well. I meant to screenshot the list. Yep, add them to the stage. There you go. You guys just,
like they're gone.
You guys just went black, and it was like, hope they're okay.
Yeah, it popped us out. Like we didn't even have control on that one.
Yeah. Yep.
We're like, no.
Yep. Screen went black, and it was this little circle, and then you guys were gone. So, yeah, we were just talking about Josh's charity stream this weekend coming up. So, we talked about that a little bit earlier, but I mean, it's really bad there. Like this was a bad one, and I don't think people were prepared for it, especially as far north as what was devastated. So, but in this one coming through in a couple of days is going to be a nasty one too, but not as big of an area. I mean, it doesn't make a difference if you live in Tampa and that's where it gets hit.
Yeah.
They said Tampa hasn't seen a storm like this in over 100 years. So
yeah.
If it goes on the path that it's going on, that it's not going to be good.
Right.
So, all right, guys, we are going to wrap this up, and we appreciate you two for being on.
And I will make sure to put up our Halloween costumes from last year up. I'll make sure I go on right afterwards so I don't forget to put on TikTok and on Facebook and Instagram from last year, so everybody can see our lovely pictures. And I'll even put I think the video is on TikTok of you in your costume jamming out to some cocaine.
It was the first nun playing the song "Cocaine" you've ever seen. And we also played a Tool song too.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a party with the guys that I used to be in a band with. And so it didn't go bad because we hadn't played together in a long time, and I haven't played guitar in a bit, and we just decided to get together and see what happens, and it actually went pretty good. It was like riding a bike.
Awesome.
Yep.
So our socials everywhere, we are Boo Productions Paranormal Toledo on Facebook, Instagram, and on TikTok.
And YouTube.
And YouTube, yeah. All of them are the Boo Productions Paranormal Toledo.
Yep, we tried to line them up.
Yep.
What's your guys' real quick so people know where to find you?
Yeah, so it's Sweet and Willow Paranormal on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, but I rarely post on TikTok. I'm mostly on Instagram and YouTube. So Instagram, I'm pretty active. I'll just like update people and post different things, but yeah.
Cool. Do you guys have anything you're promoting? Anything that you want to put the word out on? Or?
I'm not sure if anyone's local to us, but there is a ghost walk, and we're not part of it. We're just like, we're like, anyways, there's a ghost walk tour near us that we investigated the theater which is our last video we just released. So they're actually gonna be showcasing our video like on their screen, like as people come in, like they're not gonna showcase it like on big screen, but anyway, so they're advertising us. But the people are really super awesome. So I recommend people, if they're local to us and like Fort Erie, Ontario, to come by and check out the Ghost Walk tour. It's their very first one too. So I'm really hoping Cinema Lounge. In Fort Erie. Ridgeway.
Cool.
Something else that Jeff and I have decided that we're going to put ourselves out there to do lectures and special engagements for next year,
like speaking events,
speaking events and for different conferences and conventions. So we're going to so we're going to actually, and we're thinking that going outside of our area a little bit too, as long as we can make it happen. We may try to do something like that as well this coming year. So
make a couple bucks. I mean, we're not looking to get rich, but we got to cover travel expenses. Would be nice. Yeah. Bill, we've been doing live shows for a long time.
Yeah.
You should check our channel out. We actually have a bunch of archive stuff.
Thank you, Sky.
Sky, again, with the gifted. We appreciate it. Thank you. Sky has been here from the beginning. And people that know me know that I take like 25 minutes before we actually leave. But we are going to leave right now because Wisdom is coming up. So I do want that to be a hard stop. So again, thank you guys for coming along. And we definitely got to hook up sometime and do something.
We're so close. Like, I mean, relatively close.
Relatively.
Like 5 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours.
Yeah. We'll make something happen.
Yeah,
in the paranormal world, it's close.
It is, yeah.
Yep. So I think Bill's touting about he was on the first live that we did since we'd made our comeback.
Oh, yeah.
We had stopped him for a bit. Yeah, Bill was our first guest. As he requested, and I granted. All right, everybody. Peace out. Hit the end stream thing, and then we do the awkward ending thing.
Bye.
You gotta
Bye,
hit
everyone.
it.
Bye, guys.
Oh, you gotta hit it.